What is good, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It's your boy Foxy. Welcome back to the Fox's Den. Getting into another reaction. Luna is going crazy. She's playing with her toys. Let her be. She's gonna have fun regardless. Isn't that right? What are you doing? What are you looking for? Who's my good girl? That's my beautiful helper. You see her in all the videos. She's a trip. Yeah, we're getting into Hell's Paradise. New episode. Episode 8. Last episode was really good. We got a lot of info last episode. Fucking between this and Heavenly Delusion, these two shows are really turning up at these kind of halfway points, or a little bit more than halfway points, because I'm pretty sure we're only getting 12 to 13 episodes for each of these shows, or at least their first seasons. And, you know, a little bit over the halfway point, we're getting a lot of info in both of them. Hell's Paradise, in this case, last episode, we learned a lot more about the island itself. And that's all thanks to meeting these two individuals. This young girl who seems to be mute at this point, doesn't really talk much. But she was kind of defending herself at first because she was peeping on, Gabimaru and them looking over the village. And then they notice her, and so she starts running away naturally because she doesn't know these people. And shows that she's actually very capable. I mean, she fucking flipped Gabimaru over her shoulder. She had fucking glowing iron fists or some shit and tried to punch the shit out of Sagari, and then Gabimaru took it. Almost knocked his ass out, mind you. I mean, this little girl, she's not one to be fucked with, apparently. But she still has the mindset of like a little girl, you know what I'm saying? And apparently she's like 100 or more years old or something. So it seems that these hermits do live for a very, very long time, and, you know, their rate of growth is also very long as well. Because if she's like 100 or something years old, I mean, goddamn, how long does it take to be a fucking adult like those two Tenzin that we saw having a good time with each other, and then, you know, gender bending, fucking turning into a man, the yellow Tenzin, and then fucking up the blonde-haired kid and his brother Simon, which we thought, you know, I mean, they didn't stand a chance against him, and they got packed up pretty quickly. But I don't think they're done for the count. I think they, you know, disposed of him as what the yellow Tenzin thought of, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't go all out, obviously. Like, he doesn't need to. And so he just decided to, you know, try and give, you know, produce more life for Tan, or the elixir of life, by, you know, dropping them in this, you know, in these pits of the island that turns you into these, you know, human flowers, these beautiful flowers, and that's the source of the elixir of life. So obviously they stood no chance, and these Tenzin have got to be, you know, even more hundreds of years old, unless this little girl, there's like some catch to her being that young, and there's a reason why, and maybe it's because the rest of the hermits, or those two hermits in particular, you know, don't like her, or, you know, something, I don't know. But as far as we can tell, it seems like just like the rate of growth and aging for them is way longer than a normal human. And then we have Mr. Groot, who was basically telling us all of this and giving us all the info in the first place, and explaining about the island too, how there's layers to it, 3 layers. The first layer is the forest, where it has all the monsters, butterflies, bugs, all that shit. Not to say that there isn't, we're not sure, probably not to say that there isn't in the second and third layers as well. But that's where like the first line of defense is. Most people do not fucking get through that. You know what I'm saying? As the two Tenzin that we saw with the blonde kid and his brother Simon, they were like, damn, what are humans doing here? How'd y'all make it this far in? You know what I'm saying? Like, they were surprised, you know? Like, most people don't make it past that first layer. And then the second layer is where that village is where Gabimaru and them are at now. And, you know, I guess kind of is like just like a, you know, a home for most of the hermits and whatnot. Like, they spend most of their time there. And then the third most inner layer of the island is, you know, this mist place where the Tan is, the elixir of life. That's where apparently it's at, and so obviously it's probably the most dangerous part of the island. And we'll see if they actually decide to approach that this episode or not, or if they try and learn more, because they're still kind of a little apprehensive or sus of, you know, Mr. Groot, as we call him, and the little girl, because, you know, can we really trust everything that they're saying? We did get a lot of info, and he does, the tree, you know, Groot and, you know, the little girl seem trustworthy, and the little girl's taking a lot of a liking to Sagari as well, because Sagari's kind of been turning into this mother mode, where she's you know, she's being very aware, like maybe this little girl doesn't have anybody to teach her these things, just kind of shooting out this motherly instinct all of a sudden. And so much so where, you know, she helped her bathe, and she also cleaned up her hair, where it made her hair, you know, like shampoo and stuff, made her hair nice and shiny and clean, and she was very like, oh my god, like, you know, really nice treatment from her, and kind of showing the little girl some new things, and it really excited her. And then Gabimaru also being very kind as well, where he was like, you know, you don't have to hide your scar. You know, I know the most beautiful woman in the world, and she has a scar right on her face, and that's his wife. So, you know, he's being very genuine there. You know what I'm saying? So it shows that he actually is he is a little bit of a sweetheart, and he's a good guy, even though he's like a killing machine and he was raised as a shinobi. Like he has these emotions that he has. You know, they lie deeper within himself, but it kind of shows more of his true self, and I think that comes out thanks to his wife, who he obviously first met, and then also, like I've been saying, he kind of sees his wife through Sagari, because Sagari is also a very kind-hearted person and likes to do kind things for people. So it was very cool to see that last episode, and then also just get all that info and see what the Tensen are really capable of. I mean, they are definitely seem, you know, immortal, and as Groot said, perfect, beautiful beings. I mean, they stood. They the blind guy and his Simon brother put up no fight against that guy, and it seems I mean, there's no limits to what they can do, because I mean, they were two women when we first saw them, and they were making out, and then once, you know, the pink-haired Tensen was like a little bit more carefree, kind of like, hey man, why don't you come have fun with us? You know, she seems a little bit more eccentric, and then the yellow-haired Tensen was like, nah, fuck that. What are you doing here? Like, he got, you know, they got serious real quick, and so to take on his strong form, I guess, you know, he turns into a man, and then you could hear the voice actor change with it. It was done so well. I really liked that. I thought that was very unique, and it was really cool to see. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this episode, see if we get farther in, and if we actually start to, you know, venture out into this third layer of the island, or if we just learn more info and then also catch up with, because we haven't really seen Senka and rank 10 Asaemon in a while. We also haven't seen rank 9 Asaemon and the tall blade dragon guy in a while. I would be curious to see where along they're at, if we're, you know, moving at the same pace or whatnot. And then also catch up and see if blonde guy and brother Asaemon actually fucking survived. Hopefully. Because, you know, it didn't show them actually die or get caught up, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think they're completely packed up yet, but they definitely did not stand a chance against that Tensen. And yeah, that's where we're at. So I'm excited for this episode. If you guys enjoy it, please leave a like down below. Comment, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you know when the next one's dropping. Let's get into it. Episode 8, Hell's Paradise. This is rank 10 Asaemon. This is the Asaemon with Senka, as far as I know. Shut y'all bitch asses up.
眠りたい時に寝て起きたい時に起きた
No real aim or purpose in life, just trying to survive. I mean, that's what it's like whenever you're fucking you have no one else to rely on, no one to take care of you. And if they try to beat his ass, y'all stood no chance. Y'all were talking to me like I'm fucking trash or some shit, little bitch. Now you can't take the heat. So this is who brought him into the clan. And that's the guy that I thought was gonna die in the, like, towards the beginning of the show, to that cannibal woman who seduced his men. But the camera cut back to him and he killed her. I was like, oh shit, like that guy, he like that. He's gotta be like that. But we haven't seen him since then. Like, did he leave or is he just chilling on the island? Goosebumps from the opening. Student and master. So yeah, it looks like we're catching up with this guy who was the student, and then that guy that took him in as his master. At least he's honest. So chivalrous. Who in the fuck? That's gotta be a Tensen. Turned into a man. This is a Tensen as well. So yeah, there's more. This guy's like that. Or this Tensen's like that. I fuck with the character design. The hair, the drip. Bro, this voice actor is familiar. It low-key sounds like Aomine or, you know, Baru from Blue Lock, but I can't tell. Like, it does, but it might be just the mannerisms are so different, or the tone is so different that's why I can't tell, but it sounds like that. Nah, that's him. That's Baru or Aomine. I recognize that voice actor anywhere. He's one of my favorites. Oh, this guy's character design is like that, bro. I'm fucking with this. Gave him some time to try and get away, because obviously they picked on very quickly that he can regenerate. Or the Tensen can regenerate. So that's got to be the master. That's got to be the other Asaemon that took care of that cannibal woman. Yep. Holy shit, bro. That Tensen was wild, bro. I fucked with his character design, everything. That shit was lit. Rank 4.
お前の爪の甘さも治らんな。まったく無事でよかったよ。船の上が見納めになるかと。
ツッコミ待ちっすか？
帰路に着いたのだが、一箇所だけ外への海流らしき場所があった。ただ、今まで聞いたことのない音と気配でな。だがその前に。
Yeah, I had a feeling. You're not fucking with the criminal. He seems very by the book. You know what I'm saying?
なぜ罪人をかばっている？規則違反や想定外の事態なら即刻罪人を処刑しろと言われたはずだ。だが罪とは得てして時代が決めるものだ。天座。山田朝右衛門とは時代が振り下ろす刀。
Yeah, he's very, very by the book.
選んでは道理に外れる。何よりお前が規則を破れば。山田家全体の謀反と取られかねん。
無頼で無宿人だった自分を拾う義理のない自分を拾ってくれたのは先生じゃないっすか。
それはお前に才覚と可能性を感じたから。
Well, he sensed the same. He sensed the same thing in Senka.
可能性を感じてる。真剣に訴えりゃ聞いてくれるって。
I hope you're right. Thus far, he seems very by the book. He's like, nah, fuck that. So he's recognizing growth. Okay, all right. I'll fuck with this dude. I'll fuck with this dude. Luna, you're gonna have to wait, honey. You're gonna have to wait. I'm sorry.
もしも彼女をかばうことが山田家を。
彼女ってよくわかりましたね。
わかるよ。目利きは得意だ。
好きっすね、そういう冗談。
よろしく、先生。
では早速、先生の言う海流へ行ってみましょう。
Okay, so now these three are a group. Are they gonna group up with anybody else? Like, are they gonna meet up with Gabimaru and them, or are they gonna stick to themselves? These three themselves.
遭遇した際の対処も考えておこ
う。逃げるだけならさっきの要領でいけそうっすけどね。
And he's back.
助かったっす、先生。
ありがとう。
Oh, damn. Well, he might not be lasting much longer.
それは慣れたよ。
And then Tensen turned back into a woman.
本当は生きてないと。
Now turning back into a man.
にならないんだけど。ムカつくから。
No, never mind. I thought she was. By the sound effects. Damn! Go ahead, bro! Oh, shit!
慣れたって。
Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Well, this group did not last long. Holy shit.
それ以外の時間は人助けに使いたい。まあ確かにお前は
That's Saguri, I
乱暴なと
think,
ころ
right
もある
there.
が
So he might be like a little bit older than Saguri, because Saguri looks really young there.
かあ、おえれえな。人助けとか意味わかんねえ。守りたいもの。
見ろ、あの桜の木を。幹が痩せ、まだつぼみのままだ。だがつぼみというのはあらゆる可能性を秘めている。お前も同じだ。
Just goes to show, no matter your upbringing, no matter how your life started, you have potential. You can do whatever you set your mind to.
ええよ。身分もねえ、金もねえ。
He's in disbelief because of how he lived.
可能性なんかねえんだよ。
It's instilled in him because that's how he lived his life.
やめてやるよ。こんな
Wow, so at first he wanted to give up. That's wild. It goes to show like how much he really has grown.
本気で言っているの
He used to be a little brat.
だったら条件がある。
条件。
いつどんな時でもいい。私から一本を取ってみせろ。もしできたらお前が辞めるのを認めよう。
付き合ってられっかよ。
Yeah, he was not about it at first.
道場は反対があるぞ。
God damn, we're seeing more of this red-haired fellow
ここに眠るのは
in flashbacks than we actually did at the island, bro. Holy
名
shit.
は鉄心。
弟弟子。
結局鉄心は好きに生きると言い捨てて道場を出て行った。しばらく何も変わらない日々が続いた。その日もいつもと同じようにシオンはお試し御用に出かけ、罪人の前に立った。
Oh my god, that criminal was that
しかし
student.
振り上げた刀をシオンはなかなか打ち下ろさなかった。
まさか。
ああ、シオンは気づいたんだ。目の前の罪人が鉄心
Wow. That's wild.
鉄心は道場を出た後、やがて食うに困るようになり、罪に手を染めた。あいつはこう言ったんだと。先生、ごめんなさいと。それからだ。
It took him to actually fail and do that to come to that realization that he regretted what he chose to do.
いずれ同じ末路をたどるかもしれん。お前がそうやって潰れていくのが惜しいと感じたのだろう。
先生、立ち会い稽古をしてくれ。
Okay, his name's Tenza. His master Shion. I gotta start remembering these names, bro. There's so many names to remember in all the shows I'm watching.
今まで何かに真面目に打ち込んだことなんてなかった。
Yeah, exactly. Now that he actually had that talk with little Renji fellow, he has the determination now. Like he wants to get better. He wants to strive to actually complete this goal of trying to strike him at least once. That's where he had that self-realization. Like, I've never done this before. I've never committed myself to something.
まだまだ。この人から一本を取りたい。
And see, now he wants it. He wants to get it done.
この人は俺の可能性を初めて信じてくれた。
There we go. And now he's realizing that someone believes in him.
俺は俺の可能性を信じて
Because
もいい
most
の
people
か
that
な。
have seen him in the slums and how he grew up is like trash.
俺にも
Never saw any potential in that
俺にも
person.
守りたい人ができるのかな。
Bro, he got holes through him, dog.
俺死ぬのか。みんなここでこの化け物に殺され
Yeah,
るの
nah,
か。
this Tencent is wild, bro. And Shion's already got his neck sliced, too.
絶対させね
Oh, shit!
え。俺が死ん
He
でも
started using his
二人は
fist!
逃がす。どんなやり方でもいい。全力で時間を稼げ。
Damn! There's another big fucking hole through your body. Yeah, I don't think Tenza's surviving this.
二人とも逃げて。喉がやられて声が出ねえ。
Oh my goodness.
先生、逃げてくれ。一言でいい。
Well, this episode is insane. He finally found his goal. He found something he wanted to fight and protect for. Yo, I fuck with Tenza, bro.
先生
He's straight up giving this Tencent hands. He's already got holes through him.
ヌルガイさん
He's fighting to the
来て
end.
くれ
He found his
可能
purpose.
性がある
He's whoa, damn, the Yiddies, Jesus Christ.
しぶとかった。
He's dead. God damn, bro, this show is merciless, bro. He was such a dope character.
なんで見捨てるんだ。俺は戻る。
He's already dead.
これが天座の望みだ。今は奴に勝てない。あのままでは全員死んでいた。一旦引くしかなかった。
Holy shit, bro, this episode is insane.
落とす前はつける。
Wow. Tenza, what an amazing character. And a cherry blossom falls on his headband, showing that potential. Wow. Wow. Now we're getting the last part of his flashback where he landed a blow on him. But does he still want to quit?
あとはお前の好きにしなさい。
He's like, nah, I'm staying right here.
これからも俺に剣を教えいや先生これからも自分に剣を教えてくださいっす
Look at that.
もちろんだ。
Wow, man. Damn, bro. Such a dope ass character, and he's already gone. He was giving that Tencent fucking hands, bruh. Nah, that shit was wild. And it's already over? This is the ending? I think that's it. I don't think there's no end credit after this, bro. But that episode was something special. I'm just gonna sit through this. I got to. I gotta just sit through this. That shit was wild, bro. Holy cow. Alrighty, guys. What another amazing episode of Hell's Paradise. That was shit. That was a great episode. So good. Right as I was saying in the pre-episode discussion, you know, we haven't seen much from some of the other groups in a couple episodes. You know, we haven't seen anything from this guy, Tenza. We hadn't seen any more of the Tall Bladed Dragon guy in rank 9 of Simon. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, we hadn't seen them in a while, so I was like curious. I was like, okay, maybe we'll see more of them, or you know, maybe we'll continue where we left off and actually get, you know, farther into the innermost part of the island with Gabimaru and them. But no, sure enough, we catch up with Tenza and Senka, catch up back with them on the beach, and they were themselves still trying to find, you know, like a current and whatnot, you know, out of the island that would actually get them out safely and, you know, somehow escape this place. But sure enough, a Tencent, another one, shows up, and the character design of this Tencent is gas, bro. I love the design of this character, and yeah, that they are not one to be fucked with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to find a way to. I think I'm just gonna continue saying just this Tencent, unless we figure out their names anytime soon, because obviously they can turn to girl or boy whenever they please, and you know that's like how they usually present themselves as a woman, and then they usually change into a man thereafter, or you know, back and forth, as we saw with this one. Started out as a woman, turned into a man when they first started encountering each other. And you know, Tenza, you know, did his best job to like kind of cut his head off arms and whatnot, you know, when they first encountered it on the beach. And then they ran into the forest as fast as they could, you know, try and buy him some time and get away. And then it caught up effortlessly as it was regenerating. Like, that shit was creepy as fuck. And then sure enough, Tenza's master, Shion, finds them, throws his sword to, you know, kind of continue to hamper its regeneration, and allows them to run even further, hopefully get away, and gives them a moment of breath, you know what I'm saying? And they you know, kind of start catching up. And, you know, we learn about Tenza's backstory throughout this whole episode as well, how he grew up in the slums. He never really had any potential, at least not through anybody that looked at him. He just saw him as trash, you know, nobody of importance. You know, he kind of just lived his life aimlessly just to survive, you know, stole what he had to when he could, you know, for food, whatever. just to survive. He went to sleep whenever he wanted to. He woke up whenever he wanted to. You know, no sort of routine, no sort of purpose, no sort of, you know, guidance in his life until he met Shion, took him in the clan, and, you know, saw the potential in him and tried to raise him as such. And gave him his swordsmanship skills and whatnot. And you know, at first, you know, Tenzo was a brat. Like, he didn't really like take it very seriously, and he didn't really see like the point of it. He didn't, according to him, he didn't have the time for it. And so that's where Shion gave him proposition like, okay, if you can land one blow on me, I'll let you quit. And you know, Tenzo was still like, man, I don't give a shit about, like, I'm just gonna leave. Like, nah, fuck that. But then he ended up meeting, you know, our little Renji fellow, who we're seeing more in the flashbacks than ever. He was like, yo, walk with me, let's have a conversation. And he basically told him about Shion's previous student, where it was kind of the same situation where the student, you know, didn't take it very seriously and it was kind of stubborn, and he was like, fuck it, I'm out. And then he, you know, turned to crime to try and feed himself. And so one day, whenever Shion went to go execute a criminal, that was the criminal that was standing before him. It was his previous student. And right before he cut his head off, the student said, I'm sorry, master. And so that really hit home for him, and I think that's why he became such a good teacher and tried his best with Tenza, and, you know, saw the potential that he did in him. And so after that conversation with Renji, Tenza was like, okay, like, maybe I should take this a little bit seriously. And he started to really find the want and the drive to land this blow on his master Shion, and, you know, actually improve, and realizes for the first time that someone actually believes in him. Someone actually sees the potential in you. Whereas he's so used to the lifestyle that he lived and the way he grew up, where everybody looked at him with nothing, no life in their eyes. Like, nobody saw anything in him. So this is the first time he saw this, and he started realizing it slowly but surely by continuing to train with him. And that's what gave him this, you know, drive to live and actually live the life that he did, and became the kind of, you know, kind person that he became. And, you know, showing Senka kindness and seeing the potential in her. And he told Shion that, because Shion, I was like, oh yeah, this guy seems kind of by the book, you know what I'm saying? What is he going to think about, you know, Tenza being very nice to this criminal? And then sure enough, they talked it out, and Tenza was like, yo, I see the same potential in this kid that you saw in me. And so the master, sure enough, like, understood, and he was like, all right, bet. And then sure enough, the Tensen shows up again. Didn't even see it, but slashes Shion's neck somehow. So he's bleeding a good amount right now. Hopefully, you know, he's good or can patch it up in some way, because somehow they got away, thanks to Tenza. But Tenza goes the fuck in. He's the one that puts up the first line of defense. He gets multiple holes blown through him. Starts kind of reflecting on his life, how thankful he was of his master, and brings out all of that potential that master saw in him, and really showed it in this fight. I mean, he started giving this motherfucker hands, bro. He said, fuck the sword, I'm fucking you up with my hands. And he went in. He did as much as he could, and that's exactly what he wanted to do. He was like, take her and run. This is what I want. And the master realized that, and that's exactly what he did. Tenza fought this Tensen as best he could, and he allowed them to leave and escape, hopefully for good. You know, hopefully the Tensen, hopefully it doesn't all prove for naught, because he did his thing. He showed his potential. He showed his worth. He showed his growth, and he stood his ground and actually put up a fight against that Tensen, and you know, actually gave the Tensen a little bit of trouble, even though they're immortal. I mean, the Tensen said it himself, like, he was pretty strong. You know what I'm saying? And that's very respectable, and I really like that character for him. Like, that was an amazing character, and he's already gone. Like, that's what I'm saying. This show is so merciless with killing off characters. I mean, it's crazy. I really enjoyed him. He was cool as fuck, and he's already gone. Like, that was an amazing episode. And then sure enough, Senka, you know, she's like trying to process it all, like, why'd you do that? But the master said it best himself, like, you know, he wasn't just my student, like, he was my brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they became very, very close. So it was even harder for him to do that, but that is what Tenza wanted, and so he wanted to respect that, and you can't let that opportunity go to waste. That's exactly what he told Senka, and now they're the only two together now, and hopefully they meet. I'm assuming hopefully they meet up with Gabimaru and their group, or maybe meet up with the Blade Dragon guy in rank 9 assignment or something. So it's more than just them two. Because, I mean, we're going to need everything we can fucking get against these Tensen. And who knows, I mean, now it's clear that there is more than 2 Tensen. So who knows how many there are on this island. And they're all that strong. So something's got to give, bro. There's no way we're gonna be able to fight efficiently against these Tenzin unless someone finds the elixir of life first and is able to take it themselves. Because at this point, you can just already tell what is the point of finding this elixir and just taking it back to the island when you might not even be able to escape at all. Like, bro, whoever finds that elixir is taking that shit and ingesting that shit right away. Because that way you're gonna have the best chance to get out of this place and get back to where you want to. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically a race against that, and I think that's what would give them the chance to actually put up a fight against these Tenzin. Because if you don't have that elixir, bro, I don't see you guys having a chance. Because if we've already seen 3 of them. That means there's more of them. Something's got to give, bro. You're either gonna have to like come up with some sort of like argument or like proposition to these Tenzin to allow you, or like become friends with them in some way. But I don't see that happening right now, because the Tenzin seem very like, oh, there's humans here, all right, gotta take care of this real quick, fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was wild, bro. That was an insane episode. That was really, really good, bro. Fucking shout out to Tenza, dog. That guy is like that, and he's already gone. Rip, bro. R.I.P. That man's was like that. And to top it all off, the cherry blossom falls onto his headband. You know what I'm saying? As, you know, Master Shion in the flashback was talking about, like, you know, everybody has the potential, just like the buds of a cherry blossom. Eventually you're going to blossom. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of how long it takes and the dedication you put in. You know, it all takes time. Just like, you know, a blossom on the cherry tree. Like, you know, it's going to take time for you to blossom. But every bud has the potential. And that was a very beautiful imagery in itself there at the end of the episode. And then sure enough, right before, like, as the credits are rolling, the music's rolling for the ending, we see the last flashback where he finally lands that blow on Master Shion, and then Master Shion upholds his promise, like, okay, you can do whatever you want now. But then by that point, he was so in love with what he was doing, he actually, you know, was like, nah, I want to stay here. But then he caught himself, and he was like, actually, he asked the master, like, Master Shion, like, can I please stay here, and like, can you please teach me like your swordsmanship skills and like keep teaching me? Like, he asked him like right out, and like actually, like, you know, showed how much he wanted to stay. So it just goes to show how much a person can change and how they can grow, and everybody has the same potential. It's just a matter of how badly you want it, and, you know, time. So that was a beautiful episode, and it was so action packed. That was fucking lit, bro. Damn, dog. Holy shit, this shit's getting good. I can't wait for the next one, bro. Hell's Paradise is just, last 2 episodes have been fucking amazing, bro. Oh man, I think that's gonna do it for me. So if you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like down below, comment, let me know what you guys think, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you know when the next one's dropping. I'll see you on the next one. Y'all be good. Deuces.